Welcome to the daily tarot tale. Let's understand today's alignment. Today's date carries the vibration of 9, built from 2 and 7, the moon and Ketu. Moon governs our emotion, the memories, and also the subconscious. Ketu asks us to, I won't say it a detach, but it asks you to understand what has already been completed in its purpose form. So today's lesson isn't about suppressing your emotions, it's about asking yourself, is this emotion serving me, or am I simply carrying it because I have carried it for too long? The overall destiny vibration for the day is 8, carrying the influence of 2 and 8, that is Moon and Saturn. This is interesting because many of you may feel like you are overthinking today, but I don't think or see overthinking as a problem. Sometimes overthinking is your mind trying to protect you. Today, Saturn is asking you to mature that process, whatever you have in form of thought. Instead of endlessly replaying the same thoughts, process them consciously. Slow down, reflect. Become responsible for what you are about to do. This is not a day for impulsive action, I would say. This is a day for thoughtful response. Now let's look at the cosmic weather. Mercury is strong enough to support honest conversations and clear thinking. But at the same time, Mars creates an urge to react quickly, especially through the speech, because Mars is transiting through the Vrishab Rashi, the Taurus Rashi, the Kalpurush ki Kundli mein the second house. Saturn continues to apply pressure, asking you to pause before acting, while Rahu adds confusion around communication and perception because Rahu is aspecting Mercury. So Mercury, though in strong position, I won't say that you should really act, specifically when it is like speaking something or concluding to something, or maybe even if it is business related. Take your own time. You may feel like saying something very immediately. You may feel like proving your point. And at this point of time, we have to remember that Saturn being retro is along with Rahu. So things are being manifoldly, multiplied in terms of the intensity of the result. You may feel like correcting somebody. At this moment, pause. Absolutely take a pause, because the energy on the 27th of July is saying that the first reaction may not be your wisest response. Venus is also under challenging influences, which can make attachment, expectations, relationship, validation, comfort, or even pressures, pleasures. These all things can feel slightly distorted. If you have strong Venus energy influence in your chart, you may feel this even more intensely. So today's medicine is not going to be the control energy, it is going to be the surrender energy. Not giving up, not becoming passive, but surrendering to the unhealthy attachment which is actually exhausting you. Now let's see whether the tarot is agreeing or not. The overall energy begins with the Judgment card. Okay, many people they think that judgment means judged. I don't. I see it as the moment where life asks you already know the answer, what are you waiting for? And interestingly, when I clarified judgment, I received the Ace of Pentacles with the 8 of Pentacles. This tells me that many of you already have an opportunity, a beginning, or a manifestation standing in front of you. This isn't necessarily about money. It could be a relationship, a career, a decision, a healing journey, something you have been praying for. The opportunity exists. The question is, will you finally choose it? Then comes the Six of Swords. Many people, they'll read this card as the change, the transition, the moving on. Today I don't, because when I clarified this card, I got the Four of Pentacles being clarified by the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. I see someone holding on to an old entity, an old argument, or maybe an old expectation or a situation that has already completed its purpose. You are defending something that is no longer protecting you. You are holding something that is no longer holding you. The transition today isn't geographical, it's psychological. Release what you have already outgrown. Then comes the King of Wands. Surprisingly, I don't experience this card as external leaderships, specifically for today. I experience this as, and I'm getting that vibe, as the inner confidence. And this is being supported by the clarifiers, the Fool and the Devil. The message becomes very clear. Take the leap. Leave the unhealthy attachment behind. The devil isn't here simply any sort of temptation. It is the story that you have become emotionally attached to, the fear, the overthinking, the need to control every possible outcome. You don't need another plan. You need trust. At the bottom of the deck is the Tower. People fear this card and I don't. A tower only collapses when its foundation can no longer support what you are trying to build. The tower doesn't arrive to punish you. It arrives to free you from the structures that have already become prisons. And finally, your outcome. We have the Knight of Cups and the Magician. This is beautiful. Instead of pouring your emotional energy into anxiety, pour it into creation. Write, paint, build, start, create, express, or even manifest. Your emotions don't need to become your prison. They can become your greatest creative force. So, reflection of the day is going to be, what am I still holding on to that my soul has already released? And where can I redirect that emotional energy into creating something more meaningful instead? I'll see you tomorrow for another daily tarot tale.